Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Ikamana Mutobega, and I'm just a random Zulu mom trying to figure stuff out in life in general. Parenting, DIY, just keeping my home clean, all that jazz. And yeah, so today I wanted to talk about cloth nappies. I'm a cloth nappy mom. I've been using cloth nappies for 3 years now. So I just wanted to just like share what I think about them. Yeah, just like a general review, specifically of the nappies that I use, because obviously I use specific ones, why I chose them, how much I paid for them, how it's going so far, do I like them, would I do it again, and all that jazz. So stay tuned. First, I want to talk about why I even considered using cloth nappies. And if you don't know what cloth nappies look like, they generally look like so, and can come with patterns like so. So I don't think I was even married when I started looking to cloth nappies, which is weird. But I don't know. I'm one of those people. I like googling. So if I'm curious about something for whatever reason, then I'm on Google. So I think the one time I was just reflecting on one day if I have babies and just the expense part of having babies. But then I was like, no, surely not. And then I got to thinking about like the different portions, and I got to nappies. And then I was thinking about how when we were growing up, we had cloth nappies, so it actually wasn't that big a deal, the whole nappy situation, and how it's only now that they're using disposable nappies that you've got this like thousands and thousands and thousands, like more than 10,000 that you need just for nappies for a baby. And then I was like, no, but maybe, just maybe cloth nappies have, advanced. And then I started Googling, and to my surprise, they had, there were no longer snappies involved. There were no longer, when I was young, we still, like, they used the, what do you call, safety pin, like the giant one, where you had to, like, put your hand in to make sure that you don't prick the baby. Like, yeah. So I was actually very glad that they were not there. And so part of my motivation for even looking into it was just the cost implication. I'm not a person who likes spend. I like spending money, but I don't like spending too much money on, especially on stuff. If I have to spend money on it, I like to minimize and make sure I spend as least as possible on stuff that is necessities. That's just my vibe. So yeah, that's kind of how I discovered that cloth nappies had moved on in life, and they had new sexier cousins in the new millennium. We're no longer folding. You can if you want to, but let's not go there. So yes, that's the why. But the other reason I wanted to use cloth nappies is, I think, besides saving just for one baby, the fact that I could then use those nappies for my second baby, which is what I'm doing now, for me was just like savings on savings. If I decide to have a third baby, I can still use the same batch of nappies. If I decide not to, I'll probably donate them to somebody or sell them for like dirt cheap, because they've been used by 2 babies. But for me, that's like, wow. Like, imagine you have a new baby, you don't have to like buy stuff. You've got it. So that was my other motivation. I bought 24, but it was normal nappies, and then I also bought night nappies, like in other situations, and liners. So I think my total that I spent was 3,000 rand. And a lot of people sometimes when they ask me and I tell them what the price is, they're like, because it does feel like a lot of money up front. But the one thing I've always recommended is, one, actually just perspective. Just think about how much nappies you're going to use in a given month, and then times that within 10 months you would have spent 3,000 rand. on disposables, and you still maybe have like 2 years of disposables to go. You know, people that have calculated have estimated with one child you spend 16,000 rand on disposable in a child's like nappy lifetime. So 16 and 3, like only to spend like extra seconds putting it on, and you're gonna wash your baby's clothes anyway, so just add nappies into that. So for me it's a no-brainer. And but I know also like people just sometimes like you don't have 3,000 rand. And another suggestion I've always given is, you know, you've got an expense of nappies coming up, right? So pretend you already know you're pregnant. You already know, depending on when you find out, in 8 months, in 7 months, there's a baby coming, right? So pretend that you already have to buy nappies just to train your wallet and your budget. Pretend that you already have a baby and start saving that portion you'd spend on nappies every month. So you start saving that 300 rand every month, and in 10 months time, when your baby's a month old, you can buy yourself some cloth nappies and you can use them for 2 years or even longer. So I think that works. And also you can then, if you know you're having a baby shower and people are generous, you can actually put that maybe as something that they can contribute towards, instead of buying you, because people tend to buy you clothes and you actually have more clothes than you need. Maybe you suggest they donate towards you getting, cloth nappies, or you tell them where you buy them and which ones you buy, and they can buy you 1 or 2 nappies. I don't know. You can make it work. It seems like a lot of money up front, but there are ways to like do it and have the money. And yeah, so I would really recommend cloth nappies if you're a mama, or you're planning to be a mama, or whether you use pockets, that's up to you. You can do your research and try and figure out, because there's at least 5 different types. So there's pockets, there's all-in-ones, there's all-in-twos, there's sleeves, there's there's flats. So they're like the foldable ones but pre-folded, and then there's folds which you fold yourself. Like, that's already 6 types of nappies. So do your research, figure out which ones you might like. I know there's groups where you can loan. Yeah, I think I've seen, I just don't remember the details. If I do remember, I'll put in the description below. There are groups where you can loan nappies and use them and test it out and see what it's like, and if you into that vibe. Or you can just buy a few. Unlike me, I was ready to just like jump in. If you're not ready to jump in, buy a few, test it out while using disposables. And also the other thing is, you don't need to commit fully to the whole thing. Like, I still use disposables for my older kid, and sometimes I'll use disposables at night. So it's not a either or. You can just play around. If you've got a caregivers look after your child, maybe let them deal with the cloth nappy situation, and then you use disposables. It's up to you, because when we travel, we use disposables. Like, no one's got time to be packing these and washing and whatever. Some people just, but it's very flexible. Check it out. And they're cute. I mean, they've got so many different cute patterns. Look, it's a fox with a bow tie. It's another foxy. They're so cute. I would definitely do it again. I would definitely use the same brand again. I am very happy to give them my money. I probably will be giving them more of my money, because I still need extra large ones. I've actually got other products by them, but I'll review them differently, because there is one product that I actually not a fan. But otherwise, I have loved using Cloth Nappies. It's been a great experience. Creates like plush bottoms, so when my child like falls over, it's just like boop. I don't. It's been a great experience, and it's something I would recommend.